they fill out this form, and then all it does is just tell who we are, what we do, and why we do it. If they have problems, if they have a child that has problems with their eyes, then on the printout, it says either referred or screened. If it's referred, that means failed. There's nothing wrong with that. They could have cross-eye, glaucoma, farsighted, nearsighted, whatever. We ask them a few questions, and if they qualify, when I say qualify, they don't already have insurance. They would take care of this type of situation. They can go to either one of two places, Leland, Wilmington Eye, or there's a place in Leland, I can't think of the name of it right now, and make an appointment. It's up to the parent to make an appointment. If they make an appointment and they go to that appointment and we confirm that appointment, then we'll pay for that appointment. If they need glasses, we will pay for the glasses. There's no charge to anybody. That's why we sell our boat down there for these hardware. And that's our major fundraiser every year. And that pays for cataract surgeries, glasses, all types of things that have to do with eyes. And we're thinking about taking on here. So anyhow, if anybody wants to see more information, I'm sitting right over here, and I've got some forms here if you want to take one with you. If you would spread the word in your church. Well, and I think I gave everybody on this board one of these, and I'll leave with the clerk one of these the second form that I didn't have, just got this corrected. And we'll hopefully have a real good turnout. Now what this does, if people come, say, from supply, and they're not used to BSL's Park and Recreation Building, they may say, man, this is a neat place. Look, they got a workout room, and they got this, and they may want to come over there more often. Thank you. We'll pass the word.
Thank you. Presentation by the Special Events Committee.
Tegan down here too.
Yeah, come on, Tegan. Okay, our Special Events Committee, we have our annual Mayor's Cup tournament in August, which enables us to give back to our city. This year, we would like to present this check for $1,000 to our Animal Control Service for their wish list needs for their animals. These funds are what we have earned as our committee, 50-50. And I'd like to present this to Chief Kevin. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your service. Yeah, sure.
Just, you want to get down. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get back. Back up.
There you go.
Put you over here. Over here.
Yeah. There we go.
You get over here. You get there. You get there.
Now we're good.
Now. Okay, I can see everyone now. That's great. All you gotta do is smile. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Can I get a motion to approve our consent agenda? I have a motion by Commissioner Levin, do I have a second? Second by Commissioner Hall, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Committee and board reports is DSL Fire and Rescue here? No? Community appearance, January, anybody? No? Planning board, council? You got to, all right, we got to. Let's see.
Hello, everyone.
Good evening.
The planning board elected a chair and co-chair at our recent meeting. We also reviewed and approved the meeting schedule for 2025. Nicole gave us a presentation on SB 382, which, if left as is, will greatly affect our ability to change some aspects of our UDO in the future. Although this bill covers many things not relative to our UDO, it became law in December of 2024. The local government ordinances, which it does cover, are retroactive to June of 2024. Thus, some of our changes made back to the UDO between June and December of 24 may now be not legal or enforceable. Hopefully, there will be modifications to the bill which will counter some of the changes which do affect Boiling Spring Lakes. And apparently, there is a bill to make some of those changes. This thing starts out as something about a dentist. But anyway, that's my story.
Thank you.
Thank you. Parks and Rec.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Parks and Rec, let's see, the senior adult programs continue to grow. Sarah's doing a great job with that. The fitness room has been busy. Everybody has, kept their New Year's resolutions as of now. So far, exactly. They haven't started quitting yet. New bus, everybody take a peek at the bus that's outside. Very happy to see that. We did have, I'm sure some of you heard, the Muse Park basketball goal got vandalized, but we did find out who did that, and they are setting up a payment plan to get that fixed. The board is reviewing the goals with Sarah. She's coming up with goals for the Parks and Rec Department for 25. So we're going to go over those. We are reviewing the master plan from the 2018-2023, see what's relevant still on that. In conjunction with that, the Boiling Spring Lakes pedestrian plan executive summary from 2020. Hoping that with all of this growth going on in the area, that we can incorporate some of these things that, again, in past sessions has been talked about and approved for it. And then lastly, we are kind of going over some of the staff to youth requirements for some of the programs within the Parks and Rec Department.
Thank you.
Special Events Committee.
Good evening.
Good evening.
We had our January meeting and we discussed our events for the new year. Our Easter egg extravaganza will be Saturday, April 12th. Our Mayor's Cup will be Saturday, August 9th. Our Fall Festival will be Saturday, October 18th. We will again host a candidates night. We are looking at Thursday, October 23rd at the Community Center, 6:30 to 8:30. And then our city tree lighting and parade with the fire department would be Friday, December 5th. The tree was shaped again this month. We just took down the Christmas lights Sunday. We thank the fire department again because the tree is growing. We will also discuss buying new bows and a banner for the South Brunswick senior class this year. As always, we will keep you posted on everything we do. Thank you and have a great week.
Thank you. Library Commission.
Hey, y'all.
Hello.
Last month, we had a couple of things canceled, just the family emergencies and sickness and stuff. Uh, That will all be rescheduled. But of great excitement for us, National Library Week is April 6th through 12th. The theme is Drawn to the Library, and we'll be discussing that at our next meeting.
Thank you. Grants Committee? Okay. Okay, that's all on boards. Ms. Manager.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, Board. So I want to talk a little bit about the dams. The information that I'm getting ready to give you is readily available on our website. So if you've been there, I'm not saying anything new. It's all been printed before. I want to talk about Sanford Dam to begin with. It suffered extensive damage due to Tropical Storm number 8. Most of this damage was to the temporary work, which included the coffer dam, diversion ditches for control of water, and the dewatering systems. All of those were damaged. At this point, the contractor has repaired the majority of the damage, and work continues to move the Sanford Dam portion of the project forward. Quality control testing of the Stage 2 cutoff wall will continue over the next 30 days. Remedial panels of the cutoff wall for Stage 3 will be started as long as QC testing for Stage 2 are within standards. North Lake and Pine Lake, since Tropical Cyclone number 8, the city has asked the contractor to focus on North Lake and Pine Lake dam sites in an effort to open East Bowling Spring Road as soon as possible. Again, we've had this conversation numerous times at these meetings. I can't make any guarantees, but depending on the weather, it is anticipated that East Bowling Spring Road will be open in the spring of 2025 within the next few months. Concrete work continues at both sites. Upper Lake Dam is almost 95% complete. The breach has been backfilled and the contractor has started to armor the earthen bank with riprap. The spillway at the upper dam is fully functional. Next, the low-level drains will be installed. Completion of this dam will be a major milestone for this project. This dam site experienced the least amount of damage from Tropical Cyclone number 8. Again, well, that's just a repeat there. Next, what I want to talk about is the hydrological report. I've got really good news to report about that. The analysis showed that our dam system, Sanford Dam, would have withstood the 22 inches of rain. So hopefully we'll never see that again, but I think we can all take a little comfort knowing that, you know, if this dam had been completed, it would have withstood 22 inches of rain. So there's a lot to be thankful for on that. City staff has been meeting with FEMA. We've had our recovery scoping meeting. What we're basically doing is working with them to identify the damages in the city. We're on the clock now that we only have until March 10th to add any more damages that we didn't know about to begin with. Some of the stuff is hidden. For an example, some of the EWP project that's off where nobody ever sees it has been damaged. So we're adding those to the projects. So we continue to work with FEMA. I would like to point out, though, we're still struggling to find the funds to repair these road washouts, the damage to City Hall, and these other, the EWP projects that we've got to undertake. We're working with our representatives in Raleigh. We're beating the bushes, so to speak, to find the funding. We think to just do the road portions and some of the EWP, we're looking at between $5 and $7 million. So hopefully we'll continue doing what we can to raise that funding, but right now that is a concern. The senior center update. We received plans. Unfortunately, I was called away on Friday when Assistant Manager Morgan met with the architect. Those plans are 90% complete. I think Sarah and Assistant City Manager Morgan had a few things that they'd like to see changed, and so he's going to incorporate that into the design. We are almost ready to put that project out to bid. So I fully expect to have those plans in hand by the next board meeting. City staff still continues to work on budget. We had a meeting with the elected officials, and we're going to the focus of this year's budget will be on infrastructure, specifically around stormwater mitigation. I do want to inform everybody that the golf course has been building a new clubhouse. While they've been doing that, they've been renting the old clubhouse from us. They have put in their required notice that they're going to be vacating that. In fact, I think they might have already vacated and started work. They haven't yet. So, and they'll be starting to work out of their new clubhouse. We have completed the job of moving our sewer line into our easement now. So that is a non-issue. We've done what we were supposed to do. So I'd like to thank Public Works and their team for all the hard work they did in getting that job done. And as the gentleman from Parks and Rec referred to earlier, we have our brand new bus out there that we're really proud of. It's sitting out there so that in case anyone wants to take a look at it and walk through it, it's really nice. I think it's going to be an asset to our community all the way around. Other than that, that's all I have, unless y'all have any questions for me this evening.
No, thank you, sir. Okay, old business. 10.1, ordinance to amend Article 9, Section 9.2 of the Unified Development Ordinance. Have you got that one?
That would be me. Thank you,
Okay.
Mr. Mayor. Good evening. Your first item tonight is ordinance to amend Article 9, Section 9.2. This amendment would change plot plan requirements to include additional site features, as well as to add the requirement that accessory structures over 400 square feet have a plot plan completed by a licensed surveyor. We had the public hearing on January 7th. We did have some comments at that hearing, and based upon the feedback at that hearing, staff does recommend a minor modification to the original amendment. You'll see that modification on page 2 of the amendment. That would be adding letter IA. So the modification would state that proposals for accessory structures may, in lieu of including the table on the plot plan, include a separate hand-drawn sketch of the size and species of the trees. This is just a minor modification. It doesn't change the intent of the amendment. So my recommendation would be to approve the amendment as modified.
Yes. Thank you. All right. Any questions?
No, I think that's really a good thing to allow the individuals, because that's,
Yes, sir.
makes it a lot easier to.
Can I get a motion to approve?
I'd like to make a motion that we approve.
I have a motion by Commissioner May. Do I have a second? Second. Second by Commissioner Lovin. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right. 10.2, ordinance to amend Article 5, Section 5.5 of the Unified Development Ordinance.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This ordinance would amend Article 5, Section 5.5 to remove mini storage units enclosed as a permitted use in the C1 zoning district. The public hearing for this amendment was scheduled early December, and that public hearing was scheduled for January, so that public hearing was still had. On December 11th, Senate Bill 382, which became Session Law 2024-57, was passed. There is a provision in that law that actually removes local government's authority to do any downzoning. Reducing permitted uses is considered as downzoning. So at this point, that would be void and unenforceable. So it is my recommendation at this time, based on the new law, that we table the item. To add to what Ms. Lucille brought up, and this just happened, so it kind of came out after your agenda packet, but House Bill 24 was filed on January 29th, and it passed its first reading on the 30th. It's in committee right now. That bill, if passed, would actually repeal this particular section of Session Law 2024-57. So once again, if it passes, local governments could initiate downzoning. So tabling the item is my recommendation.
And just for you to know, thank you, Nicole. And I'd had a conversation with Representative Miller about this, and he assured us he was going to make sure this got repealed. So he's true to his word. He's got the bill in there, and he does a lot to be able to do stuff for us, and I appreciate his work and his effort for us. So we're gonna table this one, correct?
That's my recommendation.
Okay.
Motion to table.
All right.
Second.
Have a motion by Commissioner Sherwood, second by Commissioner Hall. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, new business. Resolution opposing provision of Senate Bill 382, Session Law 2024-57, zoning authority of local governments.
So that really just plays upon what we just discussed. This particular resolution would oppose Section 3K1 of 2024-57, which is the provision that removes our ability to downzone. In addition to removing our ability to downzone, that new law also changes the definition of downzoning. Downzoning normally is a reduction in density or reduction in permitted uses. The new law also adds that if any nonconformity is created in a non-residential district, that's a downzoning. Certainly has a great impact on our zoning authority here in the city. Therefore, this resolution supports removing just that provision of that bill.
Okay. Any questions? Can I get a motion? I have a motion by Commissioner Hall, second by Commissioner Lovett. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, ordinance granting the franchise to Duke Energy Progress LLC.
Okay. So in accordance with General Statute 168-319, the city has the authority to grant franchise. Franchises are granted for various public enterprises, including electric power. So back on March 4th, 1965, the city granted a franchise to Carolina Power and Light Company for a term of 60 years, which is the maximum term by statute. That franchise expires March 4th of this year. The new franchise with Duke Energy Progress would be due to begin March 5th. The new franchise is written for a term of 30 years. So it would begin March 5th of this year and end March 5th of 2055. The franchise has been reviewed by our attorney. There were some typos that were corrected, but other than that, he didn't have any recommended changes to make. Statutorily, a franchise has to be done by ordinance, and also it has to be passed twice. So this would be your first passing of this ordinance, and my recommendation would be to pass the first reading tonight.
Okay. Any questions? No. All right, can I get a motion? Commissioner Lovett, second. Second by Commissioner Mamay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, planning board appointments. We have two applicants have reapplied for two positions on the planning board. There were no other applications. Carrie Moffitt expires term February 2nd, 2025. David Van der Vozen. First alternate expires term January 10th, 2025. So can I get a motion to reappoint?
I motion to reappoint Carrie Moffitt.
I have a motion by Commissioner Hall. Second by Commissioner Lovett. All in favor, say aye. Aye. David Van Der.
Motion.
I have a motion by Commissioner Lovett. Do I have a
As
second?
first alternate.
Yes.
My first alternate.
Second by Commissioner Hall. Second by Commissioner Mamay. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Mayor and Commissioner reports. I'll start with you, Commissioner Sherwood.
Let's see, I was gonna ask to make sure the pedestrian plan is given to the developers at some point along the way here, because they're, when they start their planning, make sure that they have a copy of our pedestrian plan over here, the developers.
Yes.
I always point
Yes,
it wrong way, but,
I
yeah, I know you're planning that probably. I don't know if anybody's been to the dam up on the west side, Upper Dam. It's part of my life. That is a very narrow road. Y'all go over there and drive it, or go over there and walk it when you're not there. But it's just, it concerns me that for 2 lanes and a shoulder big enough for people to walk across the dam. But, looks can be deceiving as far as that. But I would request that y'all go over there and look at it, see what y'all think about it. A one-way road with a walkway for people to walk across, and it connects that whole west side over there to the community center. But maybe consider looking at that. I've had neighbors to ask. And I'm gonna bring it up with the egg prices, chickens. I know,
They killed them all.
I know, they're all, You know, with the egg prices the way they are, probably going up, you know, maybe we can reconsider chickens and just really make everybody mad, so.
They killed them all, 180 million.
And also to ask maybe a sewer meeting coming up soon because, of the roads, of the pipes that have to be expanded on 87. Maybe start getting, I don't know if you've heard from them at all. I wouldn't
They
think.
need to reach out.
Yeah, reach out and see if y'all can get together with them, because it's gonna be a big deal coming up real quick, impact-wise. Yeah. So, and that's it, that's all I have.
Commissioner May.
Well, I was gonna give a job well done to our, Public Works Department, because I saw those guys out there, and they take on all kinds of projects around this city that we ask, and they're just a small group of guys, and they do a great job, and so I wanted to commend them this month, because, you know, they're one of those unseen entities that's across the street, but they do a great job for our city, and I appreciate them.
Commissioner Hall.
I don't have too much. I just want to thank Special Events Committee again for raising money and then donating it back into the city. I know that you guys will use it to good use for the animals. And thank you guys again for all the hard work that you guys put in to our community.
Commissioner Webb.
Please go check out the new Park and Rec bus and to be used throughout the department. Other than that, I have nothing. Happy Valentine's Day coming up. Single, married, anything. Happy Valentine's Day.
My time. Special Events Committee, thank you for everything you do. I mean, you just keep on and make things happen in the city, and you're expanding different things all the time. So thank you very much for your work. As our managers talked about FEMA, all the stories you've heard about FEMA is absolutely true. They are a nightmare. It's something different all the time with them. We try to move ahead. There's something else there. And it's just completely, I don't think half of them know what they're doing. So we're still dealing with them, still trying to get everything on board with them. It's just an extremely long red tape process because everything has to be by their rules. So we're still working with them. I got promoted at the last January meeting to the Rural Transportation Advisory Committee. Now I'm a voting member. I'm not an alternate anymore, so I have some say-so what goes on with roads around Brunswick County. So I was happy to get moved up to be a voting member now. So that's benefit for us here and for the county for things that need to be brought up. So I'll be working on that with them. Tomorrow I am with the manager sitting down. We're going to do a Facebook event. We're going to lay everything out that has been talked about on Facebook. I don't know what more we can do. We have meetings monthly. We have quarterly citizens forum where people can come up here and ask us questions and we can talk, we can discuss things. But I keep getting that people don't know nothing. I cannot hold hands, but I am going to have this event tomorrow, and we're going to talk about East Bowling Spring Lakes Road. We're going to talk about stormwater. We're going to talk about the dams. We're going to talk about the roads, the money we get for roads, and how the inflation is really affected how much road we can do when we pay. Because the inflation has affected everybody. The prices go on for everything we do. And the little bit of money we do bring in, what we could probably do double in past years, we can't do that no more. So we're going to have a wide variety of topics and discussions about everything possible that this city has discussed for the last 3 years I've been here. It's in the minutes. It's like it's not, we're hiding something. Everything's in the minutes. We have an audit every year that tells our finances that we have to put through. And it's just something that I keep hearing about on Facebook, which I'm getting where I used to be able to talk to people. I have made it clear. If they would like to speak to me, I'll come meet with you. I'll come look. That is my commitment. And I had a lady the other day, when I said that, she was like, you got to be a joke if you think I'm meeting with you. I said, okay, you get your group together, you tell me when, and I'll meet you at City Hall and we'll discuss things. now 2 weeks and hadn't heard a thing.
We
So
see the same thing happen.
I'm trying to reach out to be able to answer these questions.
When are you having this?
I'm doing it tomorrow. We're gonna sit down and then it'll be posted on the city's website. I'm gonna have them send it to me. I'm gonna send it out of everything we discussed.
What time tomorrow?
10 o'clock.
So we're going to lay everything out there again that's in the minutes and that we have discussed for the last 3 years. So everybody, and if they don't get it by then, I can't help them. So that's my commitment that I said I'm gonna do, and that's what we're gonna put out there. And I thank the manager for wanting to sit down and let's go through this. So that's all I have. Announcements, City Hall and offices will be closed on February 17th in honor of President's Day. The Board of Commissioners will attend the North Carolina State and Town and State Dinner with our representatives in Raleigh. We will be attending the Cape Fear Council of Governments banquet and award ceremony and supply on February 27th, and our next meeting is March 4th. Can I get a motion to go into closed session?
Motion to adjourn.
No, motion to go into closed session.
Motion to go into closed session,
I
sorry.
have a motion by Commissioner Shelby. Do I have a second? Second. Second by Commissioner May. All in favor, say aye. 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 All right.
Just show everybody with us for session. We'll see it. Are you gonna leave it here for the night?
Sorry?
Are you gonna leave it in the parking lot or you take it over?
Here's what's back.
How's everybody? Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
I remember this one wet run time.
It's good to see you.
See you.
I just got a quick question.